prison.
Alec Murdaugh's defense team is fighting to move his upcoming trial out of Charleston County and push the case into Charleston County. Murdaugh's lawyers argue that heavy publicity makes it impossible to find an impartial jury in Charleston County, where the former Lowcountry attorney is accused of killing his wife and son. State prosecutors oppose moving the trial to Charleston, citing major logistical and financial hurdles. Instead, they suggest counties like Spartanburg, York, or Florence, while maintaining that a fair jury can still be selected locally using an extensive screening process.